Hi, my name is Haley Harris, and today I will be giving my informational speech over the hidden identity of sharks. These are my two audience members. So, lurking under the waves is America's choice of the most dangerous animal in the ocean. Sharks are misunderstood creatures which people have made them out to have a bad reputation. If you were to be in the ocean, the first thing to come to mind would be if a shark is going to come around you and somehow bring harm to you or the people around you. Growing up, I always wanted to be a marine biologist, which encouraged me to watch many documentaries, conclude research on sharks, other animals, and just the ocean in general. To prove sharks are more than just man-eating animals, it helps to see the depth of the real meaning and attributes of this animal, focusing on other characteristics such as the shark's role in the ecosystem, their biology and adaptations, and myths and misunderstandings about them. The first aspect is to comprehend the hidden identity of sharks, is to understand how sharks play a role in the oceanic ecosystem. So my first point is going to be that one of the key steps to understanding sharks is knowing why they portray such characteristics and why it is necessary for their role in the ocean. Sharks are more than just necessary for oceans to help maintain ocean and marine life. Why, you may ask? This is because they maintain coral reefs and they decrease herbivores, which maintain the wildlife. In the food chain, sharks are apex predators, which means that they are at the very top of the food chain. Without sharks, an increase of herbivores would take place. This would lead to coral reefs being decreased and maybe even erased. Sharks can also stabilize other species of the ocean while encouraging the delicate ecosystem balance. Curious as to why? This is because sharks are the reason that the ocean species are controlled and the reason that there is more biodiversity within the ocean. Now let's get more in depth and see where all that came from. Being at the top of the food chain, sharks are the main source of regulating the animals and plants that are lower in the food chain. According to a website called oneearth.org, sharks control species abundance, distribution, and diversity, which affects the health of all the marine habitats. So my visual aid is from a website called White Shark Projects. It shows the three main ways that sharks maintain their ecosystems. It says sharks balance food webs, sharks keep prey populations healthy, and sharks keep vital habitats healthy. So now that the role of sharks in an oceanic ecosystem is more understood, one will acknowledge how this relates to a shark's biology and adaptations. So my second point is acquiring information about sharks' history, different species, and adaptational features can help to inform a person about the aquatic animal. Over millions of years of evolution, the fearsome jaws of sharks are the result of natural selection and provide these apex predators with serrated teeth, powerful bite forces, and one-of-a-kind jaw structures that enables them to be able to capture and consume their prey easily. You may be asking yourself why, and this is because something called the early Jurassic period and the Jaws era. According to the nhm.ac, a website about shark evolution, 195 million years ago, during the early Jurassic period, sharks referred to as six-gill sharks had evolved. Traits that heavily changed included flexible protruding jaws and allowing the animals to eat bigger prey than themselves, while also evolving the ability to swim faster overall. During the Jaws era, a publisher by the name of Peter Benchley published Jaws. This was the start of one of the most iconic and influential movies of all time. Not only did it bring unrealistic fears about the ocean, but it also pushed people to have unrealistic ideas about the overall identity of sharks. An interesting fact also is that from microconservation.org, it states that because of this movie, fisheries were declining sharks like crazy. This pushed for many conservations to have to protect sharks. Like all animals, sharks participate in adapting to their surroundings, causing them to act in ways that differ from other aquatic animals. This is because their intellectual teeth and marine method, referred to as electroreception. According to whitesharks.com, a method called electroreception allows sharks to detect electric fields that are created by other marine biotic animals. This is helpful for adaptation for sharks because they are able to locate prey if they are hiding using camouflage, or if it's just hard to see in general. The species of sharks have multiple rows of teeth, which are sharp and serrated. This is a good adaptation, allowing them to hunt and kill. When a shark attacks, shut their jaws and swing their head from side to side, their prey are sliding across many rows of incredibly sharp teeth. When a tooth falls out, another one is able to take its spot immediately. From whitesharks.ocean, a website states that sharks can have as many as 300 teeth in their mouth at once. My visual aid includes a picture of Shark's row of teeth from animal.howstuffworks.com. Now you can understand the background and adaptations of sharks. One will comprehend how this affects myths and sharks of their misinterpreted aggression. So my point 3 is overall sharks are known for their vigorous human attacks in which propose them to be mislabeled on their objectives. Sharks are heavily misled by humans in the ocean and mistake them for other marine life. I'm sure most people know why, but this is because humans look like their prey, including seals and other small marine animals, also including that sharks don't even like human blood. Another reason sharks are misunderstood by humans is because movies and media misled sharks to be very aggressive in hunting for humans. The movie Jaws changed the perception of these specific marine animals. Shark attacks are a lot more rare than movies and humans plan them out to be. In the following picture, we see that the point of view of sharks and how they see under the ocean. So the first is a human, the second is a surfboard with a human on top, and the next is a seal. And we see how sharks mislead those. So to understand sharks, it's important to understand the role of these animals in the ocean and how their biology influences their behavior. Knowing about their history, species, and adaptations will go a long way in debunking myths and misunderstandings. So when you think of sharks, what are your thoughts, fear, or awe at fascinating marine creatures with a rich history? And this is my works cited. Thank you for listening about why sharks are more than what meets the eye, and this is my audience.